John and Harrison had a packet of Chewits each for their walk. When they got home, John had 8/10 of a packet left and Harrison had 3/4 of what John has. So what fraction of Chewits does Harrison have left? Let's do this together. So what do we already know? So I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk into your trios and then feed back to me. Okay, so I'm going to walk around the room and hopefully hear that the children know that he started with 8/10. So if John had a whole packet of Chewits left, he'd have 10/10. Let me just move these up. So 10/10 for a whole packet of Chewits. So if I was going to draw that at the top, I'm going to try and make these as equal as possible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. So if he had a whole packet of Chewits left, he'd have 10/10, but he doesn't. He has what? Brilliant. Yep, he's got 8/10. So let's take 2/10 away because he's eaten them. All right, so I'm going to draw that here. He's eaten 2/10 of the packet of Chewits. So if I was going to write this underneath, our initial bit is 8/10 because that's what John has left. Okay, so now we need to think about what Harrison has left. So Harrison has 3/4 of what John has. So using your fraction pieces, show me how you would work this out. So I'm expecting some of the children to grab the quarters and show the 3/4, but I am expecting some of the children in their trios to talk about splitting the tenths into 4 equal groups. So I'm going to draw both of these conversations to the front and then allow the children to talk it out between themselves. So it'll come forward that when we're looking at quarters, this is 3/4 of the whole, not 3/4 of 8/10. So to do that, we need to split this into equal parts. So I'm going to ask the children how they would split them into equal parts. I'm expecting some to come back with sharing and some to come back with grouping. So for this example, we'll share the bottom 10 and then we'll group the tenths at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to draw their attention back to the problem that we're writing numerically at the bottom. So Harrison had 3/4, and I'm going to ask them what we said multiply was said as in this topic. Okay, so it's of. So we're looking for 8/10 of 3/4. Okay, so we've got these split into 4/4 at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there, that's a quarter, that's a quarter, that's a quarter, that's a quarter. Okay, so we've got these split up and we need to work out what it is. So we need to find out what 3/4 is. So we've got 1, 2, 3 here, and 1, 2, 3 up to here. Okay, so how could we work these out? So we could ask the class, they could say we could add them, and some of them might know already that we've got 6/10. But if we were going to add them, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the original tenths. Whilst we're looking at it, I'll ask them again, what's this bottom number, the denominator? What's this top number, the numerator? We're looking at the product, which in this instant is also of 8/10 of 3/4. Okay, so how can we simplify 6/10? Can anyone remind me what the word simplify means? Okay, it means to put it at its lowest denominator. So in here, we could half it. So both of these are divisible by 2, which would give us 3/5, which is 3/5. If we wanted to look at this comparatively with our fraction pieces, we could put out the 6/10 and see that the 3/5 also match.